Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your mid-May Need to Know reading. We'll get to your cards in a moment, but first I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the space in which this video is being recorded. And after this video, we'll see you to get into your cards. In the spirit of respect, reciprocity, and truth, we honor and acknowledge that together we live, work, and play on this land of the people of traditional Treaty 7 territory. The Blackfoot Confederacy, Siksika Kanai Pikani. The Tsuut'ina Nations, Iarhe Nakoda, and Region 3 Métis Nation of Alberta. So welcome group number 4, everyone who chose Marchosius. Equivalent of 9 of Wands. Let's start everything off with some housekeeping notes, shall we? First off, this is a general reading. You'll hear this from everyone. It may not resonate for everyone. If it do, message meant for you. If it don't, message not for you. The best way to get messages, of course, is to always support a tarot reader, astrologer, whatever, intuitive service provider, because they can channel your messages directly and tap into your energy work, okay? But again, if something is here for you, it's here for you. Second bit of housekeeping information. I consider myself to be an R-rated reader. Now, what does that mean? That means we could talk about sex. We could talk about things of a graphic nature. I am definitely going to swear. I really like swearing. So if any of those things are distasteful to your sensitivities, now is the time for you to be able to switch on out to another video, okay? But for all those who are going to stay, let us begin. What does group 4 need to know for the mid-May? We've got Queen of Swords reversed. That over me. What else does group number 4 need to know? We've got the Tower reversed. Ooh, okay, there's the rest. Okay, so I'm actually going to go like this because that came out sideways. Maybe we'll actually connect like that. Ooh, yes. Let me make it all fit. Okay, let me assess these. Okay, under the deck, group number 4 is 6 of Pentacles reversed. Now, first off, I'm going to talk about some heavy messages here, all right? So, for those whom this resonates with, you have my sympathies. We'll definitely clarify and get more information on these, but it sounds overall, I can just tell you right up front that some trying times are going on for you, group number 4. So, the designator of 9 of Wands kind of gives the wounded warrior, right, as an energy archetype. But this kind of gives more of like, you're definitely wounded. The 6 of Pentacles reverse is just like, either you've been bled dry, you know, you're over giving and people are just like constantly taking. Whatever it is, there's a sense of imbalance here, but it's you that's definitely negatively affected. Now, this could be that you are in a very bad headspace, okay? Oh, dear. Cameras. Let's try that again. Okay, so, focus. Focus. Thank you. So, with the Queen of Swords reversed, this could be both you or it could be someone else. Now, this could be a dualistic message that there are people in your life that are weighing down on you mentally, or that are hypercritical, or that are extremely judgmental, and that is completely draining you of your energy and hurting you. But this can also be that you exist within a headspace that's pretty burdened, is the best way that I want to say that. Maybe you're extremely self-judgmental and critical, etc. And I say this because with the Queen of Swords reversed, right, we have the mental realm being extremely depleted. So I'm really getting here mental health issue is the big theme for whomever this is resonating with in group number 4, okay? Mental health struggles are at play here. You feel completely empty. The Tower reversed and the Strength reversed with the 5 of Wands sideways. Now you're like, Jen, sideways, the fuck? I know they do that in like Celtic cross, etc., but I take sideways when they fall out in sort of a perfect sideways thing. So the Tower can be about spontaneous moments unseen that come up that are bringing up opportunities to really shift and change things, and reverse, it could be like, oh my god, I do not need any more of this, please, my world is already falling apart, I just can't handle anything else like this, I am so tired, I can't handle any more disruptions in my life, is what I'm feeling here. With the 5 of Wands sideways is that energy of just like, I can't handle any more fights or any more battles or any more trials and tribulations, etc. I am tapped out, right? So again, this could be that you're fighting with other individuals. This could be like, for example, a long legal battle and you're like, oh my god, this can't go on anymore. Or this in a mental health way, right? If it's not another person, it could be the mental health state that you are in responding to everything is extremely exacerbated in a negative way. Meaning that, like, you know, if you stub your toe, it could be like, oh my god, why? Instead of just like, ow, fuck, that sucks. And that's not anything to shame or be upset about for me to say this to you. It's just to point out that mental health exasperated issues, this is what it sounds like to me here, just like if anything else comes in, I have nothing left to give. I just have no space. I can't go to work. I don't feel happy. None of this is anything that I wish for or like in my life. It's just a lot of messages of a really intense heaviness, beliefs, thoughts in the head, okay? Again, could be messages that come from other people too, right? You could be out there and people are just exacerbating themselves and spewing these messages, and that kind of like affects your mentality as well too, right? So take it as it resonates, but this is what I'm getting with these cards, is just like every single card here is completely exacerbated. So to go through it just one more time. Completely drained, have nothing left to give, in bad mental headspace, mental health issues. If any more issues come up, you're just like, done, over, I have no gas left, I can't find energy to work on this or even possibly go to work. Nothing brings me joy, and this is like the shittiest manifestation that I could possibly have in this world. So before we get into any clarifications, I definitely think this valid experience, okay, your experience is valid. This is a lot of heavy stuff, and it's definitely stuff that requires, you know, working through. Now you are completely drained, which means getting support and help is always a good idea, but even more so a perfect idea for you because you are drained, right? And people out there are able to help take burdens and weight off of you so that you can get some energy back, so that you can start transmuting these energies for yourself. So we're going to move on to clarifiers. I'm going to use the Sigil Arcanum deck in Spectrum Edition. This is a new deck that I got off of Kickstarter. Quite like it. So let's clarify, please. The Queen of Swords reversed. We have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is interesting because that's like the ultimate happiness card. There is, I say, what could be caught up in your mind is that you have this dream, this vision, and I think that because of the Nine of Cups reverse, like your reality is not matching the dream of perfection, the dream of ultimate emotional fulfillment. And you may have an idea of that, not everyone does, so you know, it could also be that you desire complete emotional happiness, and that can also be an imbalanced thought. So two ways that I'm getting this. One, that you have your idea of what you know, would make you happy and all these kinds of things, and it's not in your reality, and everything just seems super heavy. Second thing is that it could be kind of like a black and white mindset of either just like, it's gotta be perfectly happy and stay that way all the time, or I'm like completely falling apart. That can be sort of like a patterned thinking that we can challenge and undo. So take it as it resonates. It could be different for each one of you. Let's look at the Tower reversed, please. No. Message for the Tower reversed, please. Okay. Don't be shy, cards. There we go. And we have the Four of Swords reversed. We have the Four of Cups, and we have the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. I'm going to use these three to go with this grouping because I feel like that's kind of how that went. So, how do I just give me a hot sec with this? Okay, so with the Tower reversed, Strength reversed, and the Five of Wands crossing those two, we kind of had this energetic narrative of, I can't really handle, or I don't have the energy for any more issues coming into my life. I'm already torn down as it is. The Four of Air or Swords reversed generally talks about action needing to take place. And I feel like it says like that's gonna come in nonetheless, or that maybe you're already aware or something is already underway about that Tower reversed action. Like you're very resistant to it, but it's already happening or it's soon to happen. And then we have the Strength card reversed and the Four of Cups, and this is just like banality, repetition, lackluster. The drain of your personal energy, confidence, vitality, etc. just makes whatever comes into your life be like, sure, great, thanks. It's just like flat line. Okay. At least that's how I'm getting it. The Five of Wands crossing it is like this idea of lots of conflict, no conflict, right? Can be the ways that like harmonizing or creative conflict. With a Five of Wands and the Nine of Cups, I would definitely get this idea of just wishing for it all to stop. Now that is a loaded wish, okay? And I always say with the Nine of Cups, you got to be careful what you wish for, right? For some reason I get this Evangelion, this is just coming into my head about what I just said. Anyway, that's a weird anime from a long time ago. You may not have seen it. I don't know if you should watch it. It's intense, just so you know, and long. Anyway, the point of this is that yes, we want to wish for conflict to cease. We wish for all of our problems to go away. We can wish for resolution or ease, etc. But there is sort of a caveat that comes with wishing in a negative mental health space, because the Nine of Cups does talk about getting what you wish for, and if we are in an unhealthy space, we may be just wishing for more things that are essentially unhealthy, right? And it's hard to see that when we are in that space. So I give the warning. Of course, I also feel for you that I would love for these perspectives that you have within your mind to shift, to change, and that it not be so hard and burdensome. I definitely send out my well wishes to you. I give the warning, though, of be careful how intensely you wish for things when you may be in a rough state of mind. Okay. Switch. So let's, gotta speed through things. No, let's pause, because I gotta charge my battery. Okay, I'm back. Battery is charged. So let's go back to finishing this up, seeing a clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles, or sorry, Eight of Pentacles reversed. And I need a clarifier. This is far too many. There's like almost 10 cards. There we go. We have Temperance reversed. Extremely out of balance. Again, this could be around the fact of whether, sorry, apparently my camera needed to catch up there. The Eight of Pentacles reversed, right? So this could be about putting in actual work at a place of business. This could be about being able to put in the self-work or mental work to shift perspectives, or having to work or deal with the scenarios and problems that are manifesting that have you in such a negative headspace. Let's clarify the Sun card reverse, please. Clarify the Sun card reverse, please. Why can't they stay in mind? There we go. We have the Ten of Wands and the, I believe that's the Wheel of Fortune, but let me just go check. It's a new deck for me. Yes, it is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So, with the Sun card reversed, things not being joyous, not feeling any energy or vitality in your life, Ten of Wands. It's because of oops. It's because of overburden. All right. There's so much responsibility, so much that's weighing down on you, constantly perpetuating and cycling around you. You feel just completely overwhelmed, overburdened. It falls in entirely with this whole narrative of complete drain. And that you have not been having a fortunate time. So this could mean many things. This could just mean like it's not the right timing, but it could also mean, especially with how serious this narrative is going, is that like real things have been showing up that are misfortunate. Like examples, not that these have to be, but like first your car gets broken into, and then your wallet gets stolen, and then somebody screams at you in the middle of the street, and then like a family member gets sick. You know what I mean? Like this idea of misfortune continuously happening. Again, could be things that are external to you, could be to you, could be a mixture of both, but it sounds very much with the cards like if this has been going on for a while, there's a lot of things, and this is why you're in a very heavy headspace. So let's clarify the Nine of Cups reverse, please. Oh, there we go. We have the Six of Cups reversed. And so the Six of Cups is like, I almost feel like there's a wishing for the innocence of youth. Like when things weren't so responsible, when things were more joyous, more carefree, less stuff that you basically had to take care of in your life, less burdens. Yeah, I get with Six of Cups reverse, this kind of nostalgia. I feel like we need more clarification though. It's like wishing for a different time period, or period Three of Cups. There may also be issues with just like social dynamics. I mean, the Three of Cups is very much a social gathering, a social group, which at this current time of the video recording, although this is a timeless piece, social gatherings are really restricted. So a lot of the global pandemic issues, and depending on how it's playing out where you are, could be a major factor in this, and you're wishing for the days of yore, the back to normal kind of thing that people like to say. I feel like that's very specific though, so I want to pull just one more card to see what else we have about this non-wish, dreaming of the past and about hanging out with people. Is there anything else message-wise that needs to come out to clarify the Nine of Cups reversed? Let's see. The Magician reversed. Yeah, this is... Again, I don't want to pin it all onto the pandemic itself, but the Magician reversed is stuff that's out of your control, out of your power, out of your sphere of influence. So a Nine of Cups being like, this isn't what I wished for. I dream of days gone by. I dream of when I could like have good friends and socialize, and when I felt emotionally fulfilled and better, and I have no way of controlling this to bring it into being. Now, this can also be twofold in the sense that on one hand you could actually not have any control, because it could be like, you know, governmental body decisions or something like that. But on the other hand, what is your personal control and what are your thoughts around that? Because we always have the capacity to control how we react to things, how we experience things, interrupting our thought patterns, etc. So also having the Magician reverse could play into the fact of having really negative or hard or heavy, whatever word suits you best here, mental realm, right? And so feeling like you don't have control when there may actually be aspects that you can control, they just may not be the ones that you think of wanting to control. I'm going to take my Rider-Waite now and put this one down and just see if there's any advice that we can get for this reading overall. Any advice? Okay. Discernment, logic. It's funny, the last group got this too. So I think, and I am not a mental health professional by any means, but on one hand I could say with this, like, finding external mental support who is non-judgmental, who can hold space for listening and communicating, and have a deep knowledge of the mental realm. And so that could be, you know, going to see free counselors, therapists, or using applications that are simulating that now, whatever it is. External support can come from the idea of the King of Swords, someone who is in a different mind space, who can help you shift your mind space, but also it's, I think, fundamentally about the need to shift your mind space into the discerning, non-judgmental, non-hypercritical, able to take a step back and have space to view and breathe and assess, and not be as, I guess, affected emotionally or just overall spiritually, because there was a lot of major arcana in this reading. But that would be the message overall. This was a very heavy reading, group number 4, so I apologize for that. But for those of you who needed to hear it, I really encourage you to reach out to any services or friends or family or anything that could help alleviate this scenario for you. That is the reading for today. Sorry that things just randomly pop up like that. Gotta fix that. But please like, comment, share, subscribe. It really does help out the channels. I'm sure you are well aware. And if you are over on Instagram, you can check me out too by the name or handle Imagination Witch. And finally, you have my website, imaginationwitch.com, and on the screen you'll have a whole bunch of options of other videos you can go check out. And so until next time, group number 4, I hope you can be well.